This is the Kansas, a Tier 7 battleship. It is the top of the alternate battleship line in the American ship tree. I've heard a lot of great things about the ship, so I thought that we would set up the ship and the commander and take it out in a ranked battle, since the rank season is raging right now and it's all about Tier 7 ships. So let's take a look at the commander, which is William Sims. His base trait is built to last, gains HP bonus per ship tier. Inspirations are Andrew Cunningham for concentrated devastation, which increases the shell grouping of your battleship's main guns. Second inspiration is Robert Joujard, increases your battleship's AP shell penetration. The first skill is Flammable Cannoneer. It increases the main battery range and shell grouping for your battleship, though it does increase the chance of catching fire for any ship type. The second skill is Gyrating Drill Bits. Increases the main battery traverse speed and AP shell damage of the battleship, but it is at the cost of decreased maximum speed. Third skill is Marksmanship. Increases the main battery shell grouping for any ship type, but it reduces the rudder shift speed. The fourth skill is Reaching Out XXL. It increases the maximum range of the main battery. And for the legendary skill, I have Will to Rebuild. He's ranked up to 14-2. The 2 is the legendary rank, and Will to Rebuild increases the HP regeneration rate when the repair party is active. The range to the allied ship to activate the special effect is 2 kilometers. Upgrade to Legendary 3 will increase the radius to 2.75 kilometers. Okay, let's take a look at the upgrades for the Kansas. First upgrade is Secondary Battery Mod 2. Secondary battery firing range is increased 20%, and the dispersion of the main battery is decreased by 20%, so this makes it a little bit more accurate. Second upgrade is Propulsion Mod 2. Ship's kind of slow, so this will definitely come in handy. Third upgrade is Target Acquisition System Mod 1. Spotting range and torpedo detectability range is increased by 20%, and the guaranteed acquisition of ships is increased by 50%. The fourth skill is Artillery Plotting Room. Dispersion of the main battery is decreased by another 11%. This should make the ship a little bit more accurate, just that much more. And I have the rest of the default upgrades for the ship. Turreting System Mark 7 Mod 2. Main battery firing range is 16.6 kilometers. As we will see in the stats, this will increase over 18 because it takes into account the effect of the commander. The next default upgrade is the engine modification, which increases the horsepower a little bit and gives the ship a maximum speed of 22.5 knots. The last upgrade is the Kansas Hull B. Increases the hit points to 69-40, and the rudder shift time is 15.7 seconds. Let's take a look at the loadout. The ammunition is high explosive shells and armor piercing shells. Under consumables, we have the normal damage control party and 3 repair party consumables. The third consumable I've selected is enhanced secondary targeting. You can also select defensive AA fire, or the spotter, or the catapult fighter. I have selected enhanced secondary targeting for now. Especially in ranked, there won't be any aircraft carriers. I don't have any boosters set up right here, but before the battle, I may add the Epic Battle Booster to increase the firing range. Under the camo, I have red, white, and blue Grade 1 permanent camouflage, which I created, though As you see here, I did also purchase from the store this Golden Eagle Camo, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to save that for a different video maybe. For now, we're going to go with the Stars and Stripes Camo. Okay, let's look at the stats. Survivability, the hit points is 69,240. Torpedo damage reduction is 40%, which is pretty good. Under artillery, you see there are 12 main guns. 406 millimeters, I think, is 16-inch guns. Firing range is 18.3 kilometers. As I said, the firing range does increase when it takes into account the commander. Reload time is 38 seconds, which is kind of slow, but the traverse speed of 32 seconds is pretty quick, actually. It's not really speedy, but I've seen slower. HE shell damage is 5,700 at a 36% chance of setting fire, which is pretty darn good. AP shell damage is 13,640, which is pretty good. Secondary armament, you can see there are 16 guns and firing range is 6 kilometers. Reload time is 6 seconds. Here are the AA defensive numbers. You can see there are quite a few AA defenses on the ship. Maneuverability, maximum speed is 22.5 knots. Rudder shift time is 16.5 seconds. Concealment, detectability range by sea is 14.9 kilometers. Let's take a look at the armor. Okay, so here you see we have a lot of yellow armor, which is pretty standard. The main turrets look like they're protected pretty well. In fact, up to the maximum protection you can have, 400 to 999 it says there with the purple armor. And the superstructure is the thinnest part of the ship. Let's remove the armor and take a look at the citadel. You see the citadel looks great. It is under the water and it is pretty thickly armored. It looks like it's maybe it's 34 to 75 millimeters. Let me know what you think in the comments. Can't really tell for sure which orange I'm looking at here, but it's below the water and it does look like it's protected fairly well, so I'm kind of okay with that. Nothing you can do about it anyway. So let's look at the overview. Agile, above average ability to change direction. Guns aplenty. A high number of guns allow for a lot of damage from a single salvo. Slow, below average maximum movement speed, so it's a good thing that we were able to upgrade the engine a couple times during the upgrade section. This battleship design was used as the basis for constructing a number of warships after World War I. She was similar to the Colorado class in many aspects, being in fact an enhanced version of her with more powerful armament. This warship was the crown of the development process of standard battleships in the U.S. Navy. Year of design was 1918, and it doesn't look like there were any ships in the class. Okay, so as I said, ranked is now in progress, and this time it's Tier 7 ships. So let's take the Kansas out and see if we can get some highlights. Alright, we started the ranked match. We are in Haven. You can see all the available buffs here. HP restoration, quicker reload, improved maneuverability, among others. And we're just going to start out here, look at the teams, but nothing much happens here for the first 5 minutes. So I can tell you that. I can also tell you that this was live streamed on Saturday, August 7th. And so you can go click around the channel and find the live stream. It should be pretty easy to find. All the live streams have a little PlayStation controller icon within the title description. So that's how you can tell that I've got a live stream. But here you can see that nothing much is really still happening here. And the other thing about the live stream is during this battle or shortly thereafter, one of the people watching told me about the Golden Eagle Camo in the store. So that's how I got the Golden Eagle Camo. I did that live during the stream. And it is pretty cool. It looks like a yacht. So I'll be looking to use that camo later in some other battles. Maybe do a video for sure. I'll probably do a camo 360 video on the Golden Eagle Camo, but for now, we got to take care of business in this match. And I decided the best thing to do was to retreat from that position. There were 5 ships over there, and I thought that I was going to get blown out if I was going to stay there. So I retreated, circled back around. This Bismarck is giving me his broadside, which is awesome. And I am going to do my best to get some good damage here. That looked like it should be a good hit. It was over 8,000 damage, which is pretty good. And then now there's my teammates and his battleship is coming to the rescue here. So between the 3 of us with the 2 battleships and the cruiser, we do kind of hold this position pretty well. And instead of getting obliterated like I thought I would get, we do have enough firepower over here to kind of make up a difference on this situation. So we're going to let these battleships have it with the 3 of us, and we're up to 23,000 though, so we're not really doing that great just yet, but the match is just getting started. And you can see that I do have a maneuverability buff, a health buff, and a reload buff. So the slow reloading guns are going to get a little bit of an improvement with the reloading buff. And I think you'll see more reloading buffs as the match goes. So they do compound when you do collect more of the reloading buffs, but you can see with the health buff that my HP is climbing, and I do spend quite a bit of the match at the maximum 69,240. So while, you know, I probably wouldn't get the same performance in a standard match because my health isn't recovering like this, this still kind of, I think, showcases the firepower of the Kansas. I have heard online, saw a bunch of videos about how great the ship was, so I was really excited to get it. And up until this match, I was kind of having bad luck with it, so I don't know if that's simply what it was, or I haven't really figured out how to play it yet. But this match is, by the time we're done, you're going to see I'm going to have some hope that the Kansas is going to be one of the high-scoring battleships that I have in my on my port. So for right now, the Siegfried is just sitting there. I don't really think he's aware of me, even though I am kind of broadside to him. If he was firing at me, I would kind of move away from here. But I think I'm relying on the health buff a little bit, and looks like the Siegfried got taken out there, so don't have to worry about that guy anymore. And I am going to focus on this Bismarck. Hopefully I will be able to get a good lineup on him. It looks like I am, and it's a great broadside. With the speed of the Bismarck, about 2 notches right there is about what you have to lead him if he's going full speed. I gave it a little bit more distance there, more than 2 notches, because I'm compensating for the distance. So the farther the distance, the more of a lead you have to give. So I'm still not really all that great at adjusting the Kentucky windage like that. But, you know, it's a process, I guess. So not everybody's perfect at everything, and I'm certainly working on getting better at this game, that's for sure. So I am going to come around here and try to target the ships over to the right of me, even though I did kind of eyeball that Jean Bart there. He's not really a threat right now. The Ochakov would be a great target, but he disappeared. That seems to happen more often than not. For a while I was thinking the game was out to get me, but I think it happens to everybody. So this Iowa, I definitely want to be careful because I am basically broadside to him. So luckily his guns are pointing away from me, and this will come in handy in a few minutes here, because not only is his guns pointing away from me, but he's turning away from me, and it seems like he's not even aware that I'm within 6 kilometers of his broadside with basically all of my guns. So here this looked like it was going to be an awesome kill. and it was very, very disappointing on the damage output there on that. But we do have a couple more tries at him, because you can see his guns are still pointing away. And there's another salvo, and there is 3 citadels and a destruction. That's like a devastating strike right there. You see the metal. That is awesome. At one point I thought devastating strikes only happened if you were at complete health, but there it goes to show you that you can have a devastating strike when the opponent has a little bit of health. It's not full health. You know, he's got a little bit of health still, and this was a luck shot right here. I didn't know if I would get anything or not, but you can see I got a citadel. That is amazing. Out of that whole salvo, I only got 1 hit, and damn, one of them was a citadel hit. That is that's luck right there. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and I will take that one. Here is his Bismarck trying to get away. So here I'm doing some more estimating. You see I'm nowhere near the water line, but in case he's angling away from me at a certain angle, I've aimed way above him, and there I get the high caliber kill, and that is just awesome. So now this is definitely a great match with the Kansas. I'm up to 123,000. You can see my health is still not really affected at all in this match. So the health booster is making up a little bit of damage there, but you know, I'm not really getting hit during the match. So that's the other thing here is I've been able to be lucky enough to survive kind of unscathed. I'm getting hit a little bit, but it's not anywhere near enough to where I would have to worry, even if I didn't have the health buff, I think. So let me know what you think in the comments about that. I mean, I know that all these buffs do make a difference, but I am still playing against players, and you know, why not? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how you did in ranked. Did anybody do the tier 7 ranked battles? I suspect that there were fewer people running tier 7 because there might be fewer people that would have tier 7s to begin with. So here, this is a great shot at the Jean Bart. I would have thought I would have had more damage on the guy there, but there you see I get these strikes right here, right after my teammate really knocked a bunch of health off the guy. So that was why I only got a small amount of damage on that destruction. But hey, 3 destroyed ships, 4 citadels, 147,000. That is a darn good score. Alright, so here this should be another kill, and I really mess up on the aim. He's angling away from me, and I really, like I said, I'm still learning how to lead the ships, especially when they're angled away from me or toward me. That seems to really mess me up. It probably messes a lot of other people up, but there's probably a few people that really have it figured out. Hey, maybe you can leave me a comment about that too. Why not? Alright, so I'm just going to push on ahead and try to meet the Ochakov on the other side of this island and hopefully finish this match out. You can see there's really no way that we're going to lose this match. So I've got full health, the Ochakov doesn't, so I really have no fear, and that's why I'm just going to go head first right into the guy and force the situation. So he should be coming out pretty soon. There you go. And see, right again, right when I would have had a good trajectory or a good aim, the guy disappears on me. That is unbelievable. I still got, you know, almost 7,000 damage on that, so it wasn't a total loss. But now he's starting to get hit by some of my teammates, so he's not going to be around here very much longer. I think one of my other teammates ends up getting him. And yeah, there you go. He gets completely destroyed by like 3 guys firing at him at once. Well, that's it. The battle's ended. It was a big-time victory in ranked. I eventually made rank number 3, which I guess wasn't that hard, but I did want the insignia medal. All right, well, look at this. 337,000 credits, 155,316 total damage, 52 main gun hits, 3 destroyed ships, 4 citadels, devastating strike medal, and a high caliber medal. That is some good shooting right there. And you can see on the economy tab, we did make 180,000 credits when it was all said and done. So overall, a good match. You can see, look at this. Under the team result, what the heck did the Vladstock do to get those 4 medals and a better score than I had? Even though he only had 1 kill, I had 3 kills. But he was probably doing quite a bit of the damage to allow me to get my kills. So there's teamwork for you. Well, that's it for the Kansas. It was a ranked battle instead of a standard battle, but you know, I thought a little bit of a change up would be nice, and it was kind of interesting to see how the performance worked itself out with all of the buffs available in the ranked battle. So I'll be looking to play the Kansas a little bit more to get some more experience. But until then, this is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.